Hey, what is up guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing a really cool game called FTL, and I would totally recommend picking up this game because it's on Steam sale right now, and it's just really cool for anyone who likes real-time strategy, micromanaging type of games, and this is one of the best out there, and so I'm going to be running through basically how everything works, because it's sort of hard to jump into right away. So I want to help you guys understand the basic principles right away. But this is the starting ship right here, the Kestrel. This is the only ship that you will have when you first get the game, and it will do you just fine. The burst laser is probably one of the best weapons in the game, and so you just right off the bat make sure that you don't sell that. And then the Artemis is a missile, which you're kind of going to want to keep a missile with this ship. I would recommend at least, but you can upgrade it. But the Artemis is pretty good because it only requires 1 power, but that won't make any sense if you haven't played this game before. But I highly recommend you put it on easy. I have a really tough time playing on normal, and I've played the game for a little bit, so I would definitely recommend playing on easy because it's a really hard game, and definitely don't play on hard no matter what, because I mean it's not even possible. But as you'll see throughout the game, there's going to be these little messages that pop up, and you can basically make decisions, and how you do those is totally up to you. A lot of them are random. They're kind of just gambling type of things. But right away I want to explain all this stuff down here, because this is really the main part of the game. What this is right over here is your power, your all of the power that you have. It's all the power in your reactor, and you can distribute this power amongst all of your systems. That's what these are called. And then these are your subsystems. Your subsystems don't require power, but they're still important, and I'll explain those later. But basically, you can take power out of all of these if you want, and it'll just be here waiting for you to allocate it however you want. So these are your shields. You want to have your shields powered up. That'll give you 1 bar of shields. For every 2 power that you put into it, you'll get 1 more bar of shields, and that'll make more sense later. These are your engines. You need to have your engines powered at least once so that you can FTL jump, which is how you travel from place to place. We can pick a beacon to jump to if it's close enough, and we'll do that after I explain everything. But I recommend putting as much power as you can in your engine, because the more power you have in your engine, the higher your dodge chance. So if they shoot, actually I need to put some in oxygen really fast, because my ship's turning pink, which basically means that it's running out of oxygen. So I'll just do that while I'm talking. But yeah, higher dodge chance is really good. Missiles go through shields, so really your only chance of avoiding a missile is if you dodge it, and more power in your engine is one of the ways that you can do that. This is your med bay. When people are hurt, you can make them stand in this room right here, and if the med bay is powered up like that, then they will get healed slowly. However, I would recommend, if nobody's in there, if you don't need to heal anybody, then just take the power out of there and put it into somewhere else, like engines, for more dodge chance. This is your oxygen. Pretty self-explanatory. You need this to be powered up, otherwise your ship will run out of oxygen from people breathing. Or you can open the doors and let out oxygen that way, and that's a good way to put out fires. And then these are your weapons. How you power these up is you just select weapons to power up. Different weapons require different amount of bars. You can see right here, the Artemis is a missile. It requires only 1 bar. The burst laser is a laser, obviously, and it requires 2 bars. This is a really good weapon because for only 2 bars it shoots 3 shots, but you'll see why that's really good later. But anyways, this is how I usually distribute my power at the very beginning. Just take 4 the one out of medbay and put it into engine, since you're not using your medbay right now. And then you have your crew members here. When your crew members are in certain rooms, they add special bonuses. Now you need to have your pilot manned, otherwise you can't jump. You can't FTL jump. And also your dodge chance goes way down to basically nothing if you don't have someone in your piloting your ship. So I would highly recommend you keep someone piloting at all times, and then putting someone in weapons, that's what this room is, will make your weapons reload faster, which is always good. And then putting someone in engines increases your dodge chance. So this is how I would recommend you have your people set up at the very beginning, which is just how they should be anyways. And you can click this to save your current crew position, so then if everybody gets moved around, you can press this one and they'll just run back to their stations. Alright, and then these are your subsystems. Piloting, like I said, you need a pilot in order to jump and to dodge. Sensors, if your sensors go down, then your whole ship will go black except for rooms where I believe people are in. But otherwise everything will go black, which can be pretty bad if there's a fire because you won't know where it is. So try to keep everything repaired. And then these are your doors, which are also very bad if there's a fire, because the best way, like I said, to put out fires is just by opening doors and letting the oxygen out. And if your doors are broken, you can't do that. So you'll have to have your people try to extinguish it by themselves, and they're really bad at it unless they're an NG, which is a different type of crew member. These are all humans, that's what we have to start out with, which aren't really good at anything except they learn fast, so their skills will go up as they do things. But NGs are a different kind of people who are really good at repairing and putting out fires. And there's Mantis, which are really good at fighting, and all sorts of different ones, and we'll explain along the way. But anyways, that is the basics of this game, which is pretty complicated. This is a store. We're not going to go there yet because we don't have any money. This is a nebula, which means if we go there, which we will, our sensors will be down. But it also means that the rebel fleet, which I will explain, moves half as far in that turn, which is helpful. Anyways, we're going to attack the pirate because I want to show you guys how combat works, but you can make whatever decisions you want. Even if I decided not to attack them, there's a chance that they could attack us anyways, so everything's just kind of random. But as you can see, everything is black except for the ones where people are in, because our sensors are down because we're in a nebula, which is just kind of one of the environmental things that can happen. And then we have it paused right now. You can, anytime you want, you can press the mouse wheel and pause it, and it's really helpful. This game would be like impossible if you couldn't pause it. So anyways, what I'm gonna do is our weapons have to charge, but I usually fire Artemis, which is the missile, at shields. Reason being is because missiles go through shields. It takes 2 hits to go through a shield to take a shield down. So basically I would have to shoot burst laser, and since it shoots 3 shots, 2 of them would just hit the shield and then 1 would go through, which wouldn't be very good. So instead we're just gonna have Artemis, which just completely ignores the shield and just hit the shield room, and that will damage it and cause them a lot of problems unless it misses, which it didn't. And they're gonna offer to surrender. Sometimes I take these offers. Usually you get better stuff from actually destroying them, but sometimes you don't, so it's really up to you. I'm gonna not take it because I want to show you guys the rest of how this plays out. But basically we hit their shields, so they're screwed now. I mean, they have no defense. Now I'm gonna fire burst laser right into weapons, which is what this room is, and now those are all taken down. So now, I mean, they're pretty much screwed. No point in wasting another missile. Lasers, you have is obviously you can just shoot as much lasers as you want, but missiles require missiles. This is missile. This is fuel. You use a fuel every time you FTL jump, so you really want to make sure you don't run out of that. And then these are drone parts, which aren't really useful to us with this ship because we don't even have a drone system. But we could buy one. You can buy more systems from the store. Anyways, so we're gonna jump to the store. We probably can't buy anything, but I just kind of want to show you guys all the different stuff there is. So, as you can see here, we can buy fuel, we can buy missiles, and we can buy drone parts. And if we were damaged, if our hull got damaged, which means something would basically have to go through our shields and hit us, then we could fix it. And you know, that would obviously cost scrap. Scrap is the currency in this game. You get it in all sorts of different ways, and that's how you pay for things. So you can hire crew members. I don't recommend actually buying crew members because there's a lot of ways to get them for free. But maybe if you were going for a certain type of crew member, like Mantis, like I said, these are good at fighting. Rockmen are good at, well, they're immune to fire, which is nice. And they have a lot of health, but they're really slow, so I usually don't like them. Humans, like I said, are pretty basic, but they can level up faster. So here's some of the stuff you can buy. You can buy a crew teleporter, which would just be another system. And then you could basically use that to teleport your crew members onto their ship and cause problems. And then there's the backup battery. I don't usually buy this, but basically it's a temporary boost in system power, so you can allocate more power amongst your stuff without actually having to buy the upgrade. And then mind control is another system. You can mind control a person on the other ship, which can be pretty helpful depending on how you use it. And then sell, we're not going to sell anything because we don't really have anything, but we could sell our weapons, obviously. And then the other thing is ship. If you go here, then you can buy upgrades, which is probably what we're going to do. You can buy more power bars, which will just be more power that you can allocate however you want, or you can upgrade things to basically allow yourself to put more power in them, and you can read, you know, what each thing does. More engine just means more dodge chance, and your FTL charges faster, which could be nice if you're like in trouble in combat. You can you know, jump out of there if you're screwed. Med bay is just heal faster, oxygen, refill oxygen faster. These aren't very useful. Weapon control, depending on what weapons you have, you're probably going to need to upgrade this eventually, because obviously as you go throughout the game the chips get harder, but probably we're going to just try to upgrade shields. Now shields you have to upgrade 2 at a time, because basically for 2 bars of power that equals 1 shield, so it won't even let us put another one in until we get another level. But anyways, we're going to carry on a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do a full run because that takes a really long time, but if you want me to do like a let's play on this, I totally can. But for now I'm just trying to explain everything. And basically, you know, you can read all this, but pretty much we get this stuff, but they are going to teleport on board, which is a problem because we can't see anything because we're in a nebula, so our systems are down. And we're also, this doesn't really matter, but this can be really bad if you're actually fighting another ship, which is you're in a plasma storm, which means you get half of your nuclear reactor, or whatever you want to call it, taken out, so you have half as much power, which can be really bad. But basically we're going to just try to find the intruders and kill them. So I guess I'll take power out of shield since it doesn't matter, and just put it into med bay. The best strategy with intruders is, I find, just to let them do their thing and then just fight them in the med bay. Looks like they're in here, so we'll fight them a little bit, but then probably have to retreat. If we had, you know, Mantis or something that was good at fighting, then this wouldn't be a really big issue. But we don't, we just have humans. So obviously, if they want to fight us in the med bay, we're totally cool with that because we're going to get healed. They're not going to be. Now, when they do take out your systems, you will take hull damage, unfortunately. But usually that's better than, you know, losing people. So this looks like the last guy, so we're just gonna destroy him pretty much, and then we can go and fix things. So yeah, there's all sorts of different events and stuff that can happen in this game. I don't want to give anything away because there's, you know, they're really cool surprises and stuff in store for you. It is a really tough game, but it's also a really, really fun game. And by the time you get to the end and you have a bunch of systems and weapons, you will basically be micromanaging all sorts of different stuff at a time, and it is really, really cool. Now this, what this is here is the rebel fleets. They're pretty far away right now, so I'm not worried about them. But basically they will advance a certain amount every time you jump to a different beacon. If you're at these nebula ones, they'll only advance half as far though, which is why, although nebulas can be annoying because of the whole you know, taking out your systems thing, they're still kind of nice because they don't advance the fleet as much, so you can go to more beacons and therefore collect more resources. So as much as I don't like to go to them, they are probably a good idea to go to. And this is just a scout. It's powering up its FTL drive, which means it's, you know, trying to run away. So we don't want it to get away, or it'll basically make the rebel fleets advance a lot faster because they'll know where we are. So we don't want that. Just gonna change our powers here, and he doesn't even have a shield, so it doesn't. I'm probably not even gonna use my Artemis because it's just kind of a waste of a missile. So we'll just shoot burst laser at their engine so they can't jump away, and then they'll basically be screwed. But yeah, these weapons that you start out with this ship are actually really good. So I mean, you're gonna need to upgrade them eventually, but for a while they'll actually do you pretty well. So get some resources there, and we'll carry on. And I think we'll just do one sector and then call that good. So we can demand the surrender of the goods, or we can just avoid them. I usually like to avoid, but I don't know, it's just me. So this is the exit here. You can kind of wander around more before you go to the exit if you want, or you can just go straight to the exit, however you want to do it. Now this is offering to improve my reactor for 5 missiles. I don't think I want to do that. Improving my reactor would basically just be upgrading this, which would basically be the same as buying this, which is only 20 scrap. So we'll just upgrade shields again, and then we can actually put in power in that once we do this. And I usually do take out of engines if I do need to power up something else, but like I said, you usually like to keep engines powered up pretty good. So basically, then we can go on to the next sector and we can choose where we want to go. They're both rock controlled, so you know, you can just go to whatever one. And yeah, so I think we're gonna end the video here. This is a really cool game. I highly recommend you pick it up, and there's so much more stuff to unlock, and you know, stuff that I haven't showed you. So definitely play it for yourself. Like I said, it's on sale, and yeah, great game. And other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later.